Left back on the sheet, slack it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, driver compressor. Get the
nothing.
most out the lesser. Trash stuck up like $40 in the club. Pick up the game, bitch, you get some love. Bitch be cross country, giving all that she got. Billy's out the lot. I smashed up the gray one. Ball me on red. Every time he hit the pocket, like we turn heads. Some hoes wanna choose, but your vision too scary. You chose me, you wait up here, you up there.
Welcome to the Under the Ring Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. The most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. I am your boy, the silverback booger wolf. I am your boy who actually lost my belt this week, which is why I got the the brim on to keep my head low, taking a little sip. Sip for the belt that I lost, but that's all right. That's all right. I'll be winning that shit back this week. Ha ha! Ha ha! Joining me from Louisville, Kentucky, my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the Maurice's baby daddy, the main guard, the IC champion.
Yeah, our inaugural IC champion.
Matt has become the first IC champion of the Under the Ring podcast, and that is due to some serious scoring that happened that we got to talk to Mongo about because some weird shit happened. I just know we got two co-champions, a goddamn IC champion, and one tag champ. I don't understand how that shit happened. One tag champ. Speaking of a co-champ, coming to us from the Boogie Down with the brand,
real belt collector,
the true belt collector, my boy, the co-champion.
Let me bring the belt out for Mongo.
Like we said, the real belt collector.
I'm holding it for you, baby.
Mongo is also the champ. Give it up for our boy Tito. God damn, man. That's how you feeling? You coming out here with all this type of gold? God damn. Like,
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Good God, man.
Mongo's been years, but you know.
You know what, man? Fuck y'all. Y'all done took me out my smooth mood and shit, man. Fuck y'all in. God damn it. I was trying to go so with belts. Here's my belt, damn it. Here's my belt. Here's my belt.
See, yesterday, because I thought we was gonna do the podcast yesterday, but I was walking around celebrating. I had on my Finn Balor. I had on one of my Finn Balor t-shirts, Summon the Demon.
But you got the old school Nitro shirt on today.
Oh yeah,
we got
Nitro.
Right, RIP Nitro on all levels in fantasy wrestling and in realness. All right, RIP. But we got a lot to cover as a lot has gone down. And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have the rare appearance from the man, the myth, the legend, the champion, Mongo!
Mongo.
I'm not sticking around long for obvious reasons, but I just wanted to come in here and say, fuck y'all, we the champs. And Tito, what's good, brother?
What's up, baby?
That's right. Real world champions in this bitch. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, wow. This son of a bitch right here. God damn him.
Shit.
God, Mongo, you're lucky. I'm not going to call you the nickname we call you in the chat, damn it. I'm not going to call you the nickname we call you in the chat.
You leave O2 alone.
Right, O2.
The O2.
The O2. Okay.
The O2 crowned me the first ever UTR Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that scoring later on.
U.S. champion. Either
Right,
way,
we're gonna talk about that scoring. We got a lot of wrestling to cover. Yes, Mongo 0-2 and Tito 1. Yes. But we have a lot to cover. All right. The big news that everybody has been buzzing about, especially since it happened last night, is the acquisition by Tony Khan, who also owns AEW. He has acquired ROH, folks. That's pretty big. With this acquisition, Tony Khan now has enough in the library to get a streaming platform between AEW and ROH.
Subjected to garbage AEW matches.
Exactly. There's not just going to be all the dark matches we never watch on this streaming network. There's going to be old ROH plus possibly new ROH matches on this network. With this buzz of Tony Khan buying ROH, something else happened very, very quietly. The talks between Cody Rhodes and WWE have quote unquote fizzled out. Now remember, Cody recently left AEW where he was EVP. And Mongo and I was discussing this before the podcast started. And he said, well, I don't understand why Cody would leave being an EVP. I just don't get it. And I said, I get it. ROH was worth $20-30 million. Between Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes, they can come up with $20-30 million. Why be an EVP when you can be a part owner?
Pretty much. He's been doing those 2 shows he got.
Right.
EVP money he's been collecting.
Why not? Why be an EVP when you can be a part owner? I wouldn't be surprised if Cody does pop up in ROH as an owner or a higher executive role, but still wrestles. Because remember, he said he won challenge for the AEW.
If anything, it makes me think what is basically he's following even more in Triple H's footsteps. If you end up running ROH, you are basically a younger version of Triple H now.
You are basically doing NXT. That's basically what you're doing.
You're doing NXT now. You're doing ROH, which it sucks that they're making ROH a developmental system now, but Sinclair were terrible owners and destroyed everything that was good about ROH. Also, they just let the Young Bucks and everyone else in AEW just walk away. Like they let them walk away, New Japan let them walk away, and now look at y'all getting bought by them.
Right. Like AEW, this benefits them because so many of the people on their roster have such an extensive ROH library. You gotta remember, Young Bucks were, Mongo says, RP ROH. It's been dying for years.
Right.
It has been dying for years, but they've been holding strong. You gotta remember, Young Bucks were the ROH champions for how long? A bazillion times.
Yeah, that was the last time Ring of Honor was really truly great. Was when they were able to start the Bucks. Well, basically Bullet Club. You had Cody, and then they became the Elite. But they had that built-in relationship with New Japan, so you always got to see mega matches in ROH. Like you could see you got to see Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Steen way before they were Shinsuke Nakamura and Kevin Owens.
Right. You got the Young Bucks in there. You also got people like Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's whole career came from ROH. Let's be realistic.
True.
They never recovered from losing the Elite. Does Tony try and get ROH a TV deal on True TV since it's a Turner channel?
He could.
He could, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think what would happen more than likely if he does get them a TV deal, it's going to come on after one of the shows that it's already on. He's going to treat it like a baby company, I think. Even though they are definitely more established than AEW.
What he should do is what WWE was trying to do initially when they bought WCW, and it failed pretty quickly.
Still continue as his own brand.
Because they were at first when they bought WCW was going to stay separate. It was going to be like NFL Europe, like that was its own entity, but we knew it was owned by the NFL. They were basically going to treat it as like, oh, here's WCW. We own them, but y'all can keep watching them.
Right. If they're smart, that's what they would do. Because honestly, let's keep it a buck now. I know we have some people who watch our podcast who are very big AEW fans who pretty much despise anything that WWE is doing right now, or has done in the past couple of years, and I get that. I 100% get that. But let's not our favorite promotion, you talking about Impact? I don't know if they'll buy Impact.
Got money, surprisingly.
Impact got smart. After Joe made that statement, yeah, give me my checks, when somebody was screaming Impact to him and he was at WWE and he was like, yeah, give me my check. Impact started paying people. Now, do they let people's work visas expire? Yes, they do that, but at least they're paying people.
And even with that, I would say it takes two people to let it run out. Shoot.
Exactly. I said that myself. Like, Josh, you should have known better as well. But my thing is this: AEW, yes, they have the quote unquote more exciting wrestling on right now because you're getting pure wrestling, I guess, from them. But we get no storylines from them. They don't know how to manage the roster that they do have. So adding the ROH roster would do nothing but muddle up an already muddled
roster.
Exactly. What's going to wind up happening is some of your favorite stars from ROH who have been on their own are going to wind up being paired with someone from AEW to make a team because, like Tito pointed out in our chat the other day,
we need more factions.
Exactly. AEW loves a fucking faction.
Yeah, they based themselves
factions,
off
baby.
They based themselves off of New Japan with gang warfare.
Right. It really is. So there's what people don't realize is, I don't know if anybody paid attention to this. Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish are now known as the Undisputed Originals.
Huh?
Yeah, they said it on the show yesterday. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if anybody heard it, but they were calling themselves or going by Undisputed Originals. But
I would have thought they would have went Undisputed Elite.
Like they
Tony, if you're listening, I gave you a fucking idea. Undisputed Elite. They still keep the UE initials.
Listen, joining us from Cincinnati, Ohio, the man who also lost his belt with me this weekend. Fuck that. We don't give a shit. My boy, the teacher man, Mr. Mike. Who? Mike don't. Fucking Mongo keeps popping up in and out.
With that candy paint rolling.
Hey, goddammit. I left with a tag title, so fuck it. It was Kenny. It was a good run, bro. It was a great fucking run.
I don't give a fuck. I was one of the longest goddamn champions in goddamn UTR history. Goddamn it.
And as usual,
it was a goddamn 7-month reign.
Right. It ended in controversial fashion.
Exactly. Because I don't believe the fucking scoring, but that's neither here nor there. How everybody walk out this bitch with a belt but me? I don't understand that. Something ain't right.
I was the one who was like, oh, I ain't win. The next thing I know, I had a belt. Wait, how did I get a belt?
How everybody get a belt but me? Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
You got to pick that up with O2.
Something ain't right. My picks just suck. bitch. I picked the same shit y'all did. So how the fuck I ain't get a goddamn belt? We're gonna talk about this shit off air because I'm cursing somebody the fuck out. But AEW doesn't know how to fucking handle the roster that they have right now. Adding ROH to this is not gonna help. Like I said, you're gonna get some of your favorite people on ROH now teaming up other people. You're gonna get Shane Taylor Productions teaming up with Keith Lee. Why? Let's be realistic. They're big and black.
Black people.
Thank you. We did pick the exact same shit though. So how the fuck did not end up with a belt? Thank you. Thank you. Because you made a comment about that shit. Like, oh, y'all picked the same shit. No wonder the belts don't lose. Somebody cheating. O2 fucking cheating.
I think Morrissey fucked you up, and then Mongo got it because of his bonus pick with fucking bum ass Eddie Edwards.
That's what it was. Mongo's fucking.
Yeah, it was the tiebreakers and bonus picks.
We all went with fucking Josh thinking he was gonna come back.
What's our opinion on the new promotion? We'll get to that in 1 second. We'll get to that new promotion because it reminds
us what it reminds me of. A quick opinion: January 6th. That's what it reminds me of.
It reminds me of January 6th, and it reminds me of what happens when steroids meets cocaine. Okay, that's what that shit reminds me of. But you're gonna have your favorite people teamed up together from ROH and AEW, and how is that gonna do anything? Shane Taylor has made a name for himself, on his own. You know what I mean? Then to team him up with Keith Lee, I feel that's gonna be a step down. Yes, they have teamed before in the past, as I was informed about, because I didn't even know about this. Right. I was informed that they have teamed before in the past in ROH, but both men have moved past that in their careers. Why put them back into that?
It's so damn good. Like, I remember when he started out in ROH, and I was like, "Oh, this is some big black dude." Like, I guess. And I stopped watching. I came back. I was like, "Oh, he got way better. Oh, he destroying people."
Shit. He's a future world champion.
The one thing I do like about AEW buying ROH is it gives a championship that a lot of places don't really use anymore. It lets instead of AEW having to create that title now, they could just take ROH's, their 6-man titles.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the 3-man title, the trios title, because it's all AEW does is trios matches. That's all they do.
Shane Taylor joins Team Taz. Why would he do that? There's already a big black dude there named Hobbs.
That'd be another
exactly.
That'd be another step down for him. Because
right.
What the fuck has Team Taz done?
Right. If you the hottest thing in Team Taz right now is fucking Hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's not even associating himself with them.
Right.
So yeah, that's the one good thing about this
absolutely is. I'm looking at the comments, and somebody asks, "What's wrong with the big black dudes coming together?" There's absolutely nothing wrong with the big black dudes coming together. But what's wrong with the big black dudes coming? What's wrong with the big black dudes having their own separate runs to show just how great they are?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Ricky Starks is awesome. He's a little baby rock.
Ricky Starks has potential, but he's not going to do anything being on the Team Taz.
Yeah, he got to go dolo.
He's not going to do anything.
There's a lot of people that need to not be in these stables.
Faction. Plain and simple. There's a lot of people. AEW has way too many stables, and when you add ROH in, you're just going to get more stable upon stable upon stable upon stable upon stable. Hell, Impact just did it. They didn't know what to really do with the Impact with the ROH people. You got Honor No More. That's a faction now. You know what I mean? At least they use that angle somewhat to their advantage. The way that the ECW people did, like, we're going to fight you for a contract so we can.
Mm-hmm.
So we can work here. At least they did that. That's cool. You know what I mean? But how long is this invasion going to last?
Ricky Starks need to change his look because every time I look at him, I just think of Ricky Maivia. That's all he reminds me of.
Baby Rock.
Mm-hmm.
He is Baby Rock. Listen,
I think Rock gave him a shout out with it, so that's why he's Rock. Someone had already said that he reminded them of The Rock.
as much as I love AEW as far as matching, they still have a lot of kinks to work out. Right. Why the inner circle? That's another thing.
Inner Circle should have broke up.
Hopefully this
last year. They should have broke up last year. They should have broke up a bunch of times. The Inner Circle literally should have been broken up once Jericho lost the title. It's not building anybody. It went from being a group that propped Chris Jericho up, and it didn't build anybody. Sammy had to get bigger on his own, thanks to him either getting chased in a golf cart by Matt Hardy, or murdering Matt Hardy, or putting on these great matches.
It's cool.
Santana and Ortiz had to get themselves over. Chris Jericho hasn't got nobody over in that group.
No one but himself. I saw someone in the comment that says the problem is AEW has too much of a stacked roster. It's not that AEW has too much of a stacked roster. AEW has they actually have a very balanced roster because they do have low card guys, they do have good mid card guys, they have top mid card guys, and then they have the top guys. They don't know how to write stories and write stories for those guys to make them relevant. That's the problem.
With me, AEW has too much roster, not enough TV.
That was my biggest thing. Like, the guys that they already have don't get enough proper TV time, and if they're going to use ROH as development, then what is Dark and what is the other show they have on Mondays? What is that then?
Like, I'm not going to sit there and watch a 2-hour show on YouTube.
Let's keep it above. I'm not turning to YouTube, period, unless I'm looking up something for one of my kids' homework assignments. Or unless it's a fucking video one of y'all send me. I'm not looking up shit on YouTube, bro. I'm really not. I'm not going on YouTube to legit watch a fucking program. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
As someone who lives on YouTube, the last thing I'm going to watch is wrestling on YouTube. Just being honest, like, there's so many other things that I can watch on YouTube. I'm not about to waste my time watching 55 matches on Dark.
I'm not, like, especially when I can watch a snake biting somebody 50 times in the face who shouldn't have been in the fucking play. Like, I'd rather watch that on YouTube than sit there and watch a 3-hour goddamn YouTube show.
Impact doesn't count, Mongo. Impact don't count. That's part of their little fan club and all that.
Right. Here's the thing. Impact, I don't think. But the thing about Impact is they're not putting on 55 matches. They're really not. Like, we've looked at one of those dark cards. It's literally 17 matches on a dark card.
It'll be like 2 hours and 47 minutes. I'm like, bro, that's Spider-Man. Right. That's Spider-Man. I could be watching Avengers instead of watching this pointless ass show, because half of this shit ain't even gonna matter on Wednesday, and the show is hell not gonna matter on Friday at the SmackDown.
Right, and then is what you call it, and then you have these people fighting on Dark and Elevation and shit like that. We don't know who the fuck they are. They come on TV. Oh, this team is 55 and 2. Well, when the fuck did they have 55 matches? Let me know.
Like Layla Hirsch and Statlander. They fighting this Sunday. I didn't even know they had beef.
Dark had 11 matches this week. 11 matches.
And I understand what AEW was trying to do. You're basically trying to have, before Rampage was brought into existence, it's literally just like it's just having Nitro, WCW Saturday Night, Nitro, but your WCW Saturday Night is on YouTube, and I don't want to watch that. At least when it's like y'all could have the most fire matches on Dark, but I'm not about to sit there on YouTube and watch that.
Somebody just pointed out in the comments that Jay Lethal. Like,
himself.
Right. That's literally Mr. ROH himself. And you got him on. And you got him on fucking YouTube.
Think about how
they fucked Jay. They fucked Jay over the minute he came in. They fed him to Sammy, his first match.
Well, that's the thing that sucks about the whole situation with AEW. They sign all these big name people that we saw that were top of the card in one promotion. Excuse me, are literally joining AEW to not even be. They're not even in the upper mid card. They're in the lower mid card to mid card.
What the fuck is Andrade doing?
Friday.
I think Miro is injured.
Yeah, Miro's still injured.
What the fuck is Andrade doing?
Andrade is there, and that's part of why I get tired of like when people get released and they let us say, "Oh, they're going to AEW for what?" Because a lot of these signings, when you look back on them now, are literally just because they were released and Tony Khan wanted them because they were the hottest name, the hottest free agent, literally. And now they're on there and they don't got nothing for them.
It's like I've always said about AEW. Their biggest thing is shock value, whether it be with their matches or with their signings. It's all about shock value.
I'm just gonna come in here real quick and say this. The thing about Impact, and we talked about it before. Mm-hmm. Anyone that goes there is gonna be elevated, and we know that because 2 years ago I didn't give a rat's ass about Kurt Hawkins. I didn't give a shit about. I didn't give a shit about Big. I didn't give a shit about Cass.
Right.
And Impact made those two like must see.
Steve Macklin.
Steve Macklin was a nobody. One of the
Zack Ryder.
Matt Cardona always. But that's the thing. If you go to Impact,
Matt Cardona,
you're going to be elevated immediately. Whereas with AEW, you get a match or two, and then we'll see you on Dark.
Another the women's champion, Impact. She was nothing in WWE. Now she's double champ. Champ.
Yep.
My baby Deanna.
Yeah, Deanna Purrazzo. Britt Baker got her glow up because WWE wasn't doing anything with her, and she went to AEW. Now it took her getting busted open and everything else under the sun for her to actually achieve the greatness that we all knew that she could be. Yeah, AEW. I don't even. Do they need a Paul Heyman guy? They just need to have someone not writing it named Tony Khan. At some point he's got to figure out what
Prince Jr. when you need him. Where's Freddie Prince Jr. when you need him? They need more than the writer's room. They also need acting classes for a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are professional wrestlers. And if you listen to the interview earlier that happened today, which we'll talk about also between Pat McAfee and Vince McMahon said it himself. There'll be talent to be asked, do you want to be a professional wrestler or do you want to be a sports entertainer? And think about it. Sports entertainer does sound better. And that's the one thing WWE has. It has entertainment.
Yeah.
You have to have entertainment along with the wrestling. Marvel puts, and this right here is why Impact is the better product and why NXT Black and Gold was better product. You got a great mix of both in those rosters. You definitely did. Definitely do. You have like the thing that got me into goddamn Impact was not the wrestling. It was fucking Wrestle House. Okay? That's what got me. That's what got me watching Impact Wrestling. Fucking watching Johnny Swinger run around Wrestle House. I was like, oh, I gotta watch this.
Down the ramp right now on Impact.
I was like, oh, I gotta watch this.
And think about what got y'all slowly but surely into liking NXT 2.0. They started having goofy moments. They started having more entertaining moments instead of it just being always wrestling. But right when it would get too goofy, boom, here's some wrestling. Here's some actual wrestling. And then we get some goofy wrestling like Wendy Choo. It's hilarious. It's funny.
I like Wendy.
But it fits within the card perfectly. It's either setting us up for a serious moment or it's
her
taking us away. It's taking us away from a serious moment. Like, all right, time to laugh.
Yeah, I agree with Mongo. Yeah.
Now, right now, they're being saved by the bell. They're literally being saved by the bell right now.
If they NXT 2.0, there's a lot going on there, but AEW has a large roster and no actors. And the people that they do have as actors, they're not utilizing them.
Right, they like 90% of the roster is the same guy.
Josh Briggs is trying to fuck his partner. I absolutely believe so. That is definitely a Brokeback Mountain situation about to happen. That is definitely about to happen. See, I'm a little behind you, Mike. I'm looking at Swing and Walk Down right now. Like you said, Swing is the reason I got fucking into Impact because they have stories. They have a good mixture of, this is a soap opera with action, which is what wrestling is.
Yeah, like with Wrestle House, it was goofy, but they actually had matches inside of Wrestle House.
Right.
Like if two wrestlers was beefing, okay, it was funny, it was goofy, but where did they settle it? In the ring. Like it was a perfect blend. And the Swing Man is dead.
Yeah. Somebody put the only storyline they like right now is Wardlow, MJF, and CM Punk. I like the Wardlow.
They can only tell one story at a time, sadly.
Here's the thing. I like the Wardlow and MJF story part. The CM Punk is I'm over the CM Punk part. I'm over it. I'm sorry. Also, while they had Wrestle House going, they also had Eric Young's takeover and the rise of the top belt on the same time. You're absolutely right. Like Impact had a lot going on, and Impact and the Black and Gold NXT knew how to make every portion of their roster feel important. Not just the men, the women as well.
Oh shit! This is a house fight that I like to see. Yeah,
and that's another issue that AEW has. Their women's division. They have some absolute talent in the women's division, and then they have some absolute goobers in the women's division. But guess what? We barely see the women's division. And when we do see the women's division, unfortunately, because they're not on TV as much, they probably have their nerves going. The matches look sloppy. Like, I'm a huge fan of Mercedes Martinez. I think she's an amazing wrestler. She's an amazing person. I have a picture with her. I took a picture with her and everything. She's an amazing person. Amazing person. Right? She was nice when I met her. Everything. I don't think she's had a good match in AEW since she's been there.
That's why I say he likes to sign. He signs people just because they're fresh off of WWE. And then after that, it's like, oh, I got you. I don't know what to do with you now. NXT used to do it all the time where we would have certain people. We're just like, why are they here? They suck.
Wait, did I see a comment that says somebody said they want the shirt MJF wore?
Bad booty, bad.
Yep.
Wait, what did you? The shirt, the actual shirt with the sweat.
Yes. That's what she wants.
I used to feel that way about a certain wrestler. Then she started talking some dumb shit.
Yeah. Say goodbye. We might as well let's move on. Let's get off of AEW. We ain't talked about them enough.
We talked about enough. Let's talk about the person I'm going to drop. Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, we all know how I feel about my baby Nia Jax. You all know that I love that woman. I love that woman. Nia, you have said one too many dumb things for me to keep you around. I have to let you go.
Yeah, she just don't give a fuck no more.
No, it's not even the point of not giving a fuck no more. Some of the shit that she's saying is just
it's dangerous. It's dangerous
on all levels. Like you just stop. I can't. Like, because for you to really say some of the shit that you're saying, you believe it. I'm not calling off the wedding, Mongo, because I got to get the divorce. We was already married. Whether she knew it or not, we was married. So I'm getting a divorce. It's a divorce. But Nia, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Nah, the kids coming with me because I don't want them thinking the same dumb shit she think. Nah, I'll take the kids. I'll take the kids, Mike.
Your kids talk about the earth is flat and shit.
Yeah, don't you fucking don't.
talking about
fucking flat earthers. Oh my god, they get on my fucking nerves.
Oh shit! AEW placed a strap on Thunder Rosa. Yeah, because at some point
absolutely
she has to break through.
They should have been did that. Here's the thing: they should have put the strap on Thunder Rosa. They should have put the strap on Thunder Rosa and then had Tay Conti probably win that, because I don't like Tay dethroning Jade. I don't like it. I don't like you done built Jade up to this point right now, even though we know she's green and stuff like that. You built her up to the point where she's technically their female Goldberg with her undefeated record coming in, getting the belt. You don't stop that streak. And they look like they are trying to stop that streak with Tay.
Especially with a new belt. That belt.
Thank you, Mongo.
A couple months at the most. You're building a new star with a new belt. You gotta keep that momentum going.
That's what Nia said, bit bad booty baddie.
This is what Nia dumbass said. All these motherfuckers saying I stand with Ukraine couldn't even stand for their own personal rights for 2 years because they were scared to breathe. Boom. Well, damn, Nia. No.
Extremely stupid to say. I did get a slight chuckle out of it. But along with all the stuff that she has said previously and the stuff, it's not a good look. She doesn't care. She already said, people are like, oh, she said it right when she was gone. I'm glad to be gone. Don't refer to me as Nia Jax. But the funny thing about that is she's supposed to be doing signings and all that in Dallas as Nia, formerly known as Nia Jax. So as much as
no one's gonna want Lena on their motherfucking autograph. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, so as much as she says, oh, I hated working there, this, that, and the other, you talk all this shit, you're still going back to it because you know that's what's going to make you money.
Let's keep it a buck, Nia. Nobody would know who you were. Nobody would know who you are if it wasn't for WWE.
Right now,
let's keep it a buck. Nobody would know who you are if it wasn't for WWE. Okay. We've heard wrestlers in the past who used to work there say that the environment wasn't the best. We get all that. We understand that. But don't sit here and say, don't call me Nia. But is still going to try to make money off it, try to profit off of it. Go all the way in.
Because if you're done with wrestling, just be done with it and don't do TikTok. Like, we understand her and Mojo are friends, but we don't see him wrestling.
Right.
Like, he moved on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's gonna wrestle anymore, but she needs to stop saying stupid shit like that. If they have Jade lose, it should be down the line when she has a women's title match. Yeah, if I feel like if they want her to lose the TBS title, it needs to be in a multi-person match to protect her from taking the pin. And when she finally does get pinned, she needs to be pinned by the AEW Women's Champion, whoever that is.
Basically, she should.
Nope. I agree with everything. I agree with everything you said, except for the last part. I think she should be pinned by the challenger for the AEW Championship, because I think she should be champion eventually.
Okay.
I was thinking she should be. Remember how Lashley lost the U.S. belt in that triple threat match? That's exactly how Jade.
Oh yeah.
Because what happened when Lashley lost the U.S. belt? He transitioned right to the WWE title.
Abaddon.
Abaddon's gonna whoop that Abaddon.
Listen, Jade is money as far as look, stuff she's saying on camera. She's money. As far as in the ring, she's getting there.
She is the color of money.
At least she's the character. At least she's the character. So that's the bright spot. She's a character. Like when you see her on TV, you're invested in more ways than one. In more ways than one. But at least she has something. Like I said, at least she has a personality on screen. Now, if she was just wrestling, just as Amazon that had no personality and this and that, and then like, okay, why is she on my TV? But at least she has that going for her.
Right.
I wonder how much of managers are needed for AEW. How many managers are really needed? And are these managers being allocated to the right people? Like, I don't think Jade needs the person that's with her doing that little talking. It does help. I don't even know his name. I can't even remember his name.
Oh, you talking about Mark Sterling?
Yeah.
She's a manager. She don't be no damn manager.
It's almost like a Heyman situation.
He's like her. He does more of. He's her representation, and he's literally just acting like, as if he is a lawyer for her. He's just like, hey, I'm here. She signed these contracts. I got these. Like, these people want to fight her. I'm just here looking over the paperwork. He's talking shit. Okay, I like what he does.
A more serious.
Yeah, he's basically Robert Stone.
Okay.
Just a crappier version.
Someone in the comments says that I feel that there's a lot of managers. I don't think so. The thing about AEW is they don't really have a lot of managers, but they are older wrestlers acting as managers, but
Matt
still
Hardy,
wrestling.
Tully Blanchard,
Sting.
Arn.
Right. These guys aren't really managers.
Billy Gunn,
who still gets in the ring and wrestles matches with his sons on a normal basis.
Ass boys.
They don't really have managers. Jade's person might be the only manager. Andrade's person might be
and
Penta.
Archer. Cause Jake ain't about to do nothing. He gonna talk shit. He ain't wrestling.
But Jake is still gonna throw a short arm clothesline.
That's about it.
He's still gonna throw a short arm clothesline. Well, whatever the case may be. But it's still an older wrestler. They have no managers. And some of these guys need a manager just to give them a storyline, just to give them, because not all of these guys can talk on the mic. That's another thing. And we've said that time and time again, that how with AEW, there's too many. No, everybody's a general. Nobody wants to be a soldier. Inmates is running the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
it was the same mission the WCW had before its demise. The exact same issues.
Everybody wants to be a general. Nobody wants to be a soldier, and you need that order, and you need someone to be able to put these things in order. You need writers to make these stories and stuff like that. I'm sorry, Matt. You did say let's get off AEW, so let's go to something that is different.
Bobby Lashley injured. He's out for 4 months, so no WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was a legitimate. It wasn't. He was legitimately hurt, which is why they took him out of the Elimination Chamber so quick. We didn't actually talk about the Elimination Chamber and shit like that. We never did. We did not have that show last week, so we'll get to. Let's get to that, Margo. All right. I don't have the card up, but we'll still talk about it.
The main match we need to talk about
is the actual Elimination Chamber.
Is the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. You had Lashley come out there. Everybody got into their pods. Seth and I forget who the other person was, but Seth threw. I think it was Austin Theory. He threw him. He threw Theory into that pod, and they played the concussion angle to get Bobby Lashley out of there. I thought it was smart. I didn't know he was injured or anything like that. I just said, okay, that's the perfect way to keep him, protect him from taking the L and looking like a complete bitch and all this. I love that match. I love Brock breaking out of the pod. We later found out that he just did that on his own.
That shit was great. I was about to say, I gave this match an A+. This match, I believe, was an A+. Austin Theory fucking shined in this match. If you didn't know Austin Theory's name, you knew by the end of this fucking match.
That boy, and they literally did what they did in this match with Austin Theory is what they did all the way back in 2003. It was either 2002 or 2003 at SummerSlam when they had Goldberg, Triple H, Randy Orton, and some others in an Elimination Chamber match. Because they brought it up on one of the podcasts I was listening to. I was like, that's exactly. I saw it too. I said, they're basically telling us Austin Theory is the next man up.
Mm-hmm.
And they highlighted him perfectly. The boy died. He died a good death.
He died a glorious death. It was a beautiful, marvelous death. To be F5 off of the top of the goddamn pod by Brock onto the steel was absolutely glorious. And like someone said, Brock looks like he's having fun, and he's probably at his best right now. Brock is he's not at his physical best, but he's at his overall best. You are absolutely correct with that, Lenny. He's at his overall. He's at his overall.
Who we think Brock is facing at Madison Square Garden this weekend? I wish they would show that on the network. You would think when we have shows like this, and as much as they hold Madison Square Garden in high regard, that they would use this opportunity to put that on Peacock or the network, but they don't. That's so fucking stupid to me.
Here's the thing. This is the perfect opportunity for Saturday Night Main Event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the perfect opportunity for Saturday Night Main Event. And that's the thing. It's supposed to be returning for house shows. It's supposed to be returning for house shows.
Yeah, every Saturday house show.
This should be the start.
Yeah, like I remember when they had that random ass show. Remember when they where were they in Tokyo?
Yeah,
when Brock had killed Kofi.
Yeah, Brock killed Kofi. Finn versus KO in a ladder match for the NXT title.
Yeah, that would be a good.
And like they keep saying that Madison Square Garden is their home. Like y'all said, put that shit on the network.
Exactly.
That's y'all
right
home
now.
arena.
Put it on the goddamn network. Let us all see that shit.
Exactly.
Let us all see that shit. Saturday night main event. Saturday night main event when I was younger was a fucking highlight.
I even liked the ones that they had in the 2000s when they brought it back for that little short time. I was like, hey, if this is what it was like in the 80s, I was like, man, this shit is lit. I like this.
Here's the bullshit. Here's the bullshit. Y'all actually got cheated because back in the day, in the 80s, we would get steel cage matches. The blue steel cage. Okay, y'all don't know about the blue steel cage where the fucking bars is this fucking big. You can actually climb out the blue steel cage anytime you wanted to. But they made it seem like a struggle.
I used to always wonder. I was like, you can put your whole body through that. Why do they act like it's a struggle?
Do you know how exciting it used to be to have your mom say, yeah, you can stay up or you can watch it on this TV or whatever the case may be. 8 o'clock, you hear that. Din, 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 din. Ding, 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 ding. You be in your room like, going crazy, like, and then you hear fucking Vince McMahon, welcome to Saturday Night's main event. Yo, Saturday Night's main event used to be the shit. This was your opportunity to bring back that nostalgia. Because let's be realistic, AEW is built off of nostalgia, so WWE, you better fucking capitalize on certain good parts.
Exactly, like they bring back old pay-per-view names and shit. Why not bring back Saturday Night Main Event? It makes perfect sense.
They're bringing it back, but only for Saturday house shows now, and Sundays are called Sunday Stunners.
Like you got a
Sunday Stunners means we're gonna have a fucking title change. We're not gonna tell you about it. That's what Sunday Stunners means. Just to get this, just so we all know that. Okay. The last time they brought it back, Kane teed up with Eugene and Golda. What's the problem?
That's 3 freaks.
What's the problem?
It's like, how long has this network been alive? Since 2014? And they've still...
It's like 8 years. 8 years of them not using it to its full capabilities.
The only thing that they've done correctly is they started putting regular pay-per-views on Saturdays. So people ain't got to be tired of shit the next day going to work.
Yeah.
Right. Shit. Again, with Impact, they do it perfectly. Like they have a pay-per-view, they have a main pay-per-view, and then a couple weeks after that, they have like a sacrifice. You know, they have a more of a lower tier special that they put on Saturday.
Yeah, Impact got smart because they tried to do that every month thing like everybody else was doing, and they slowly realized there's no point.
No. You run out of storyline that way.
Right. They're like, we can make some of these, they still do their 12 pay-per-views, but there you go have 4 big ones and 8 smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're like, this can be on the app. You can get this on Impact Plus. This other show, you can order it. You're going to get this on Impact Plus, but if you don't got that, you can get it on regular pay-per-view. We'll take your money either way.
Instead of it being every month, they'll probably do it like every other month. They'll do 2 shows in a month.
And we'll give you some title changes with them, too.
But I know my TV is behind yours right now. I'm still looking at Impact, and all I see is God teaming up with Violent by Design to go against Bullet Club.
Yeah. That's scary.
That's just death.
God teaming up with Violent by Design.
That's
ain't nobody I saw ain't nobody realer than gorilla.
And we got a bunch of security out here.
Right.
Security. Security ain't making it.
They don't stop shit.
Right.
I like that idea. It's impossible, like for WrestleMania to be 2 nights. It's impossible for them to have everything on a separate night. Something's gonna have to be
doubled up. Yeah,
doubled up, and the Hall of Fame literally being right after SmackDown is the perfect thing. I mean, if I was going to WrestleMania this year, I would probably try and do it all. I don't know how I would do it. I'd probably die trying, but I'd do it. I'd go to SmackDown. I stay for the Hall of Fame. I go to NXT that Saturday at noon.
That Saturday is already long as shit between NXT and night 1. So they had no choice but to put the Hall of Fame on Friday.
Well, I would die on Wednesday if I don't die on night 2.
To answer that question, do you think Jay White will ever show up in WWE even for a one-off? Absolutely not. And after seeing him at House of Glory Wrestling, shout out to House of Glory and that awesome show that they had that day. No, he's definitely not showing up to WWE. He's not their type of wrestler.
And to Matt's point, think about all the fucking money you're gonna spend that whole weekend. You damn right I'm going to everything.
You're damn right.
You goddamn right.
I was like that at StarCast because they made you pick like all the stuff. Like I had the wristband to go to everything, but they would purposely put like 2 good shows at the same time. It's like, do I want to go to something to wrestle live, or do I want to go to Talk Is Jericho, or do I want to go see X-Pac talk, or do I want to go see Kenny Omega do this, or do I want to go to this cigar tasting thing with Cody? It's like, well, I don't know what I want to do, or do I want to just go take a nap? Broken Skulls. Shout out to El Segundo Brewing out there in California with the Broken Skull IPA. They're coming out with another one as the resident beer drinker of the group.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they got the Broken Skull IPA. He's coming out with another one. I think it's Broken Skull American Lager. It's supposed to be coming out later this month, I believe. I'll be on the lookout for it. You know, I'll post it as soon as I get it.
Right. Shit, I'm mad to get my mitts on it too. Shit.
As I drink a rye IPA.
I got something I want to talk about. Something I want to talk about is actually going on at this year's WrestleMania. The title versus title match with Brock versus Roman. Now, supposedly this particular match, even though it's going to be a title versus title, eventually they're going to just pretty much be like, okay, yeah, title versus title, but yet each show is still going to have its own main champion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we kind of know it has to happen due to the fact that 2 separate networks, the two separate networks have a piece of stock in the goddamn company, so they each, of course, want their own champion. But I've said this time and time again, one champion to go back and forth between both brands would make things so much better and so much easier.
Loved it. And it's like been scrubbed from most people's memories from the initial brand split. I don't know how.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like they did it perfectly back in the day. And who doesn't want to see Brock or Roman on Raw and on SmackDown?
Like they could literally keep it if they were smart. If you want to do the right thing and make the most money, unify the titles, and you have your ultimate WWE World Universal Galaxy Milky Way champion go between both shows. You got Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table. It don't get no bigger than that. He's the ultimate head of the table. He has both titles. Let him show up. Pay him some more money, because I'm sure he'll take it. Pay him some more money. Let him travel however you want him to travel. He can travel by private jet. Have that man show up on Mondays. Have that man show up on Fridays. Talk that shit that he been talking. That would make the money in the bank that would make that money in the bank winner even that more dangerous.
To know that he can show up on either fucking show to cash that shit in. Like what you don't understand is people think, oh, the champ comes, then he has to wrestle all the time. No, he does not. He can come on the show and cut a hell of a promo. I was talking to a friend of mine, a personal friend of mine, and he was like, Roman needs to show up and defend that title more than what he does. And I was like, no, he doesn't.
No.
I said, technically, if you really want to know, if you really want to go back to the old wrestling ways, he has 30 days to defend that goddamn title.
Once every 30 days. Just
once every 30 days. And guess what? Once every 30 days is a fucking pay-per-view, which is perfectly fine. Because back in the day, guess what? We didn't have pay-per-views. We had Saturday night main events. So when Hulk Hogan didn't defend it at one of the big four pay-per-views, the big three pay-per-views,
right?
We had Saturday night main event during those 30 days. Where he had to defend it. That's how we wound up with Zeus versus Hogan on a fucking Saturday night main event and not a pay-per-view.
And that's how we got Undertaker beating Hogan Tuesday in Texas, or he won at Survivor Series and then he lost at Tuesday in Texas.
And with having one champion, what will also benefit the mid card.
It'll make them mean something.
You can have your champion. You can have him focused on either Raw or SmackDown, and then have the mid card be the main focus on the other show.
If Roman, somebody said if Roman showed up on NXT, he'll make anything look good, right?
Roman shows up. They got a built-in story already there, ready, set, waiting. If they need to hit that button for NXT 2.0, all he got to do is go down there with his cousins, and get Baby Oos, get Solo.
Yeah,
that's all you ain't Solo no more. You got the bloodline. That could be the rise of Solo. Let them come down to NXT and start, and they got Paul with them. Next thing you know, Solo's the new NXT champion. You got Paul Heyman. You can have Roman to show up via satellite. He can be like his cousin, Dwayne. You just need the Usos to show up just for a little bit and have Paul, because I'm sure Paul will go down there and do that stuff on TV, but behind the scenes, he's building up a whole new generation of wrestlers. And you can have Paul, my tribal chief sent me down here to assist you in your quest for the NXT championship. How may I be of your service? Boom.
Mike, you can take this question right here, bro.
All right, say Impact gets bought in 2 months. Y'all still gonna watch wrestling? Does they kill it? Bought by who?
Thank you. That's the question you asked the right question, Mike. That's what I was waiting for.
Bought by who? That's the bigger question. Who's buying it?
Who?
Because we already seen the bullshit AEW put when they had the partnership with Impact. And if you look at WWE, will Vince even give a shit enough about Impact in order to buy it? So it all depends on who is buying it.
The only people I can see buying them, and that's only if they just get tired of trying to gain a stronger foothold here in America, is New Japan. That's the only. That's because if they can't get New Japan of America over, then they could probably be like, "Hey, Impact, can we buy you?"
Well, shit, you got multiple products of New Japan on my screen right now.
We already work together. How about we buy you?
Dude, this whole match is New Japan minus Chris Bay. Well, actually, no. Chris Bay was in New Japan for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, he was in. Diener might be the only motherfucker that wasn't.
But back to the bloodline. Like, this is why I personally think they should combine not only the the main card title, but the tag team title. Imagine on Fridays, you got Roman taking over SmackDown. Monday, you got the Usos taking over Raw. And then on NXT, you got Solo taking over. You got that's a storyline itself right there. A major storyline. The bloodline taking over all of WWE.
We have there when
all of them
have his dad and his uncle pop back up with all of them with belts.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that photo op.
Mm-hmm.
That would make, and like I said, if you want to get to the point, because at this point, it's more of we're going basically into the line of we want to make whoever beats Roman that dude. We failed already. We've already failed with Undertaker. We failed with Undertaker because the person who beat him, it was Brock. Okay, it was Brock. Like, whoopee. That could have, like, Roman and Brock are the only two people to beat Taker at WrestleMania. Now they're fighting at WrestleMania, and they're like, well, this is history. But they fought 2 other times already. This has just got more stakes to it. I would feel like if you got this storyline going, that would make that Money in the Bank person the most dangerous person in all of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have the Money in the Bank, you can literally cash it in on any champion.
Mm-hmm.
Roman has both titles, and Solo has the NXT title. Mm-hmm. Where do you want to ruin? Or because we thought this was going to happen when Otis had it, that person could challenge for the tag titles. It could literally do anything. It could literally happen to anyone who could basically take down the bloodlines by taking the most important thing to them, world titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
But yes, we are doing predictions. As a matter of fact, you guys want to get to predictions right now?
Yeah.
All right. Mongo, we got 2 pay-per-views this weekend. We have Sacrifice and we have Revolution.
Yep.
Another double shit.
Right. Saturday is Sacrifice. Sunday is Revolution.
Yep.
All right. So since picking the same shit y'all picked didn't win me shit, but it won y'all shit.
Don't get mad at me. I still don't know how I got. All I know is I got the second. I had the second most, and any other time that just meant I lost. And then y'all just he's IC champ. So now I'm over here, Matty Bowler. Shout out to Finn for winning the United States Championship. We back in this.
And for folks who are tuning in for the first time, so just like in wrestling, we have our main card belt, our mid card belt, and then the tie.
Now
we have tag team belt.
We never had a mid card belt.
We didn't have a mid card belt.
This motherfucker popped up out of nowhere and got a mid card belt. That's what I don't get.
Started last week. We established the mid card belt that Matt won.
Bullshit. Everybody came off with a belt but me. I don't get this shit. And we all had the same picks.
I think the tiebreaker is what got me. Because remember Mongo was counting up. He was like, wait, I forgot to count
Mongo,
Matt.
pull up a goddamn damn wrestling card for us to make fucking predictions. It's some bullshit.
He said, oh, I think Matt. I forgot to count Matt. I think maybe Matt might have a chance. I got all excited. Then he was like, oh no, oh damn. And he said, I was like, how did I get a second amount?
So you want to be here for this shit now? Now you want to be here for this shit? You want to be here for this shit?
He's the champion.
All that hate. It's just music in my ears.
It's not even the point of hating. I'm not mad that I lost the belt. I just want to know how everybody get a belt but me. If we all had the same fucking picks.
Do I need to bring back the picks from that last show? Will that make you feel better?
No, because I don't remember them and I don't give a fuck.
Well, shut the fuck up.
I just know that I had the second most, and that Tito and Mongo had the most. They tied, and since I had the second most, and it was a tie for after me, that all right, Matt, you're the new IC champ. So I will take it. I will defend it. Hopefully. Maybe.
Mongo, give us the goddamn matches. We're gonna go sacrifice first, goddamn it. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have not had this man give us these predictions in quite a while. So let's give it up to see our boy Mongo back on camera, giving us predictions, talking shit, man.
The champion.
We missed the fuck out of you actually being here looking at us with your ugly fucking face.
Oh,
that's cool. Whatever. It's fine. It's all right.
See, that's why we don't get no trades. That's why we don't get no trades.
Oh shit!
Right, just talking shit to the captain of Raw. Then we're gonna be like, "Hey, can you trade us such and such?" No,
no. They said no. Let's see. All right, so we're doing sacrifice first. All right,
here we do predictions. If we got a little bit of time, I want to talk about the Vince and the Pat interview. Since you're on, Mongo, and you actually listened to it.
Do you want me to show the picks being typed out or show the Wikipedia article?
Picks being typed out.
Okay. All right.
Picks being typed out. That was pretty cool.
I see US TV I-95 Matty Dollars champ. Oh yeah. If y'all didn't know, Cain Velasquez killed a motherfucker. I mean, he almost killed him. He tried to.
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with what he did, honestly. He just shot the wrong person.
Motherfucker. Shot the wrong motherfucker. That was the problem.
Oops.
All right. The first match we got is Honor No More versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
The homeless folk.
Since I have no fucking belt, I have to pick first. I'm gonna go with this is a God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna go my boys, Ashy Blacks.
No. The Ashy Blacks.
I'm gonna go Ashies. Homeless heroes. That's what I like.
Yeah. Real homeless heroes.
Because this is one of those little wimpy pay-per-views, so they can pick up a quick win here.
Yeah, this is here in Louisville, so you know there's about to be some random
rinky dink. Right, it's a rinky dink.
All right, Matt, who you got?
I'm gonna go
Homeless Heroes. What happened?
You want to keep it Homeless Hero?
Ashley, I prefer Ashy Blacks, but you won't put that. I know that. I know you.
You're right. I'm not gonna put that.
I'm gonna go with.
I didn't survive near death 5 times to get canceled on Twitter, sir. I don't think so.
Right.
Pass.
I'm gonna go with Swan and Mac. I'm gonna go with them too.
All right, Mike, who you got? If it says it's Mike Bennett, Matt Taven. If it makes a difference.
Oh,
okay. That's what I was going to ask. Who is wrestling for?
So it's the OGK.
It's the OGK.
I'm going to go with Honor No More.
Yeah, put me with OGK.
Oh.
I've never been so happy to see someone come back to ROH as I was when I saw
Jeremy is taking Honor No More as well.
So I'm for sure. That's pretty confident. I don't know.
Hold on, you said it's who again? Taven and Bennett?
It's Taven.
Yeah.
This is the greatest. Let me get Taven. Bennett ain't losing. Let me get. I don't know more. Yeah, switch that up.
I know. I already know. I'm already waiting on the comment from Big Bad Booty Batty. Here y'all go, picking the same shit.
Nah, we ain't gonna pick the same shit. Trust me. We ain't gonna pick the same shit. I promise you.
Alex Shelley returning to Impact to take on Jay White.
Jay White.
Jay White. That's gonna be a good match, but it's gonna be Jay White.
Jay White.
My God.
It gotta be Jay White. But then again, it's Impact. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Alex Shelley won.
Y'all talking a lot of shit about us picking the same shit, and we're doing it all over again.
We really are.
Jeremy's taking Tito's taking Jay White.
He said Jay White, fuck Shelley. He ain't show up the House of Glory.
He didn't. He didn't. That's how we got Jay Lethal.
That's why I don't like Raven, the wrestler. I went to an autograph signing. I said thank you, and he ain't say you welcome. I was like, all right, I see how it is. Fuck you too.
Right.
All right, let's see. The Inspiration versus the Influence for the Knockouts tag titles.
Give me Influence.
Who's the Influence again? Remind me.
Influence is Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rain.
Madison Rain. Okay.
And Inspiration is Iconics.
Yeah. I'm going Iconics.
Yep. And this is where I lose.
I am going to go. I'm gonna go Influence. I'm gonna be with Kenny. You gotta have some random ass title change.
This is gonna be the one that happens in Louisville.
Yeah, they're doing Impact tapings here too. So it's like some bullshit gotta happen to make you come back the next day.
Can't believe y'all picked the Influence. That shit's ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Tito's going to Aussies.
We have a pick to change, so
fair enough. I mean, I'm also going Influence, but you know, it's I can do what I want. Let's see.
I told you Tito's going with the Aussies.
Trey McGill, champion, versus Jake Suffolk.
Give me Jake, boy.
Yep, this is the title change that's gonna happen. Give me Jake.
I'm gonna go Trey.
Tito is going Jake.
I don't know if Jake resigned yet. I don't know.
You already got beef. Oh no, what? That's what Diener, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Diener.
All right. Okay. So I made a tweet. It was a compliment. Damn it. All right. I made a tweet
That man had beef
last week because news broke that Diener re-signed with Impact, and I was like, good. I'm glad he's re-signed. He deserves it. He's improved a lot. I like Diener now. What I said on Twitter was, actually, I'm gonna go find the tweet real quick. Hold on. Let me.
It wasn't even nothing bad. It was like at one point you used to hate. It was like at one point you hated seeing him on your screen, and now it's like you enjoy seeing him. He's gotten so much better, and he favored it. He liked Mongo's tweet, and then he unliked it.
He said, "Nah, give me that like back, bitch."
He said, "Fuck you."
Like back, bitch.
What you used to say about me, motherfucker?
That shit was personal.
I was like, but he said he likes you now. Why you mad?
Think about wait a minute.
Like, well, you didn't like me when I sucked. Like he was offended as you didn't like him, but it's like, but you agreed with sucking.
it's too far. I tweet too much. So I can't find that shit. But yeah,
he realized that he was in agreement that he sucked. He was like, "Oh wait, I didn't suck."
Oh, I gotta find it. It's on my phone somewhere. I'm sure.
You remember all the Diener slander that you put.
Dude, I mean, and I used to hate his guts.
Yeah, you did.
Not like Diener.
Now I'm scared.
Really did.
I'm scared of what. Like if I had put something like that with Elias, he would have been sitting outside my house with a guitar ready to put it upside my head.
He been calling your football team shit to song.
Right.
Like he would have been pissing you off.
Listen.
Yeah, whatever. I can't find it, but yeah, it was essentially what Matt said. That I said. I'm glad he resigned. I used to hate seeing him on my TV every week. And now he's one of the best parts of Impact. And that motherfucker liked it and unliked it. In case y'all don't know on Twitter, if you like something and unlike it, we still see it. And I know he knows that. So I think he's just sending me a message.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I saw that shit.
I saw that shit.
He's about to fuck you up.
Yeah.
I found it, Mark. It said there was a point years ago where I just did not want to see Diener on my screen. Now I'm sitting here happy as hell that he's sticking around.
That motherfucker said, "I think the fuck not."
I told.
That's what the fuck he said.
He's
I told my bosses that whenever I can start like going to shows and again, I want to go to an Impact show.
Oh God!
Now I can't go.
He's gonna bust you in the head with a chair.
I know he's crazy enough to see a dude with an oxygen tank and go, I can still beat the shit out of him.
And beat your ass with your tank. Yes, he will.
He's gonna pull it out your nose. He's gonna pull the tube out your nose. That's what the fuck is gonna happen.
Joe Doran's gonna shove the oxygen tank up my ass. I know it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be. It's gonna be bad. Bad.
Not even. Those are some cruel bastards. One is gonna pull the tube out your nose. The other one's gonna blow a cigar right in your face and tell you to inhale, breathe. They're gonna fuck with you that way. That's terrible.
They're gonna fuck you up that night, Mongo.
Yeah, don't go to Impact.
Yeah.
Don't go to AEW either. I guess you got to go back to WWE, huh?
But I don't want to go back to WWE.
You ain't got no choice.
Where it all begins again.
You go to AEW, you're gonna come back smelling musty.
I've gone to AEW twice,
and you come back smelling musty.
And both shows were very nice. That's all I'm gonna say.
And you came back smelling musty.
Like ass.
I went to I had the honor of going to Double or Nothing, and it was definitely
musty.
When I went to Dynamite last year, best believe my mask was on the entire time.
I went to Arthur Ashe Stadium where DB had his first match against Omega. Musty.
And that was outside.
That was extra musty. It was percolating.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with Trey because I don't know if Jake signed, so I'm gonna go Trey.
You motherfucker.
Let's see.
And also, let this be a public service announcement. If you go on to WrestleMania, make sure you take a stick of deodorant with you.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass. This wrestling fans, period. Wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
I'm not saying people in our comments are like this. I'm just saying we've all been to shows. It ain't us.
They stink.
Right.
It ain't us to stink. Like,
Listen. I got colognes. I got colognes. Listen, if you need me to send you a scent, let us know in the comments. All right.
And also, we need a sponsor too. Degree. That sponsor. I got Polo Cologne. I got Polo Cologne.
Shout out the Secret.
I got the 3 for $10 joints from the hair store. God damn it. Shit. Wrestling fans.
I got Versace. I got Coach.
Just know it ain't us to smell like ass.
We got
Jonah.
All right,
Jonah versus PCO.
Oh God.
Yeah, they
They
built that.
just added that. Ooh.
PCO been wrestling for us.
Here's the thing. Did Jonah sign? Because he signed a short ass contract a few months ago. If he's not sticking around,
because he's in New Japan too.
Because he said he was either leaving around Sacrifice or Rebellion.
Damn.
I'm going PCO.
Oh.
I'm going PCO only because if you watched the Impact earlier, Jonah hit PCO with a splash and PCO got back up.
Yeah.
All right.
PCO. That dude been wrestling for as long as the daggone internet has been around.
This nigga's the Mountie.
No, he's not the Mountie. He's the guy that was with the Mountie.
Right.
He was a
Hey,
Mountie.
dude, you've been wrestling as long as the internet has been around.
All right.
Longer.
Hey, shut up.
Not going to AEW.
I ain't say no. You're not as old as the internet.
I hope not. I don't think.
No, he's the Kendango Almas, so nah.
Is anybody going Rhino on Eddie Edwards? All right, cool.
What's Rhino win?
Hold on, what did Jeremy say? We gotta look at Jeremy say. Remember, Jeremy's in the comments.
He said RCT though.
No, he said
Eddie. Bitch ass Eddie. So put BAE.
BAE, bitch ass. I'm not saying that. He bit somebody's face off. I ain't.
Nah, don't put BAE. That's bad.
I know. That's what I was saying.
I already got Dina's drunk ass mad at me. I don't want to get the serial killer mad at me either.
So shit.
Damn, y'all. I hope they don't catch on.
Oh, I knew what it was.
Remember, I got kids in school right now. I know how to spell. I got to make sure they get
spell. Good Brothers versus Violent by Design for the belts. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all
which members of venereal disease is wrestling.
First off, yeah, pocket for that. Secondly, is Diener and or Joe Doring or Eric Young, which means that they don't know yet.
They New Day in this shit.
Right.
So here's the thing. It doesn't matter who it is. Violent by Design.
Ooh.
I'm going Violent by Design too.
I think we're getting a lot of title changes here.
Yeah, I think Good Brothers had the belt for a while. It's time for them to let that go. And I just watched Sonata ball somebody up into a knot and then kick both feet into their ass.
Because it wouldn't be... They wouldn't have a taping on Sunday in the same building if some shit wasn't going to happen the night before.
There you go. In fact, one more belt's going to change hands. We got Mickie James versus Tasha Steelz for the belt.
Oh, Tasha.
I need Tasha to win.
Yeah.
It's Tasha's time, baby. It's Tasha's time.
I've been a big supporter of Tasha Mack.
It's tea time, baby. Tea time.
That is an absolute fact. Matt has been a Tasha Steelz fan since day fucking one. I can't even lie about
girl. I love Tasha Steelz. She just cool people. I was just like, you know what? I like her character. It's just natural. And it's just being simple. It's just got her over. Like you don't have to be over the top.
Jeremy took Violent by Design as well. I'm taking Tasha. Anybody not taking Tasha?
I think we're all taking Tasha, ain't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think because we all smart. For once.
So again,
Did we all pick the same thing again?
Fucking
No.
And we're all gonna pick the same thing here too. Moose versus Heath.
Well, we just got comments.
Come on. This is come on. That's like
Braun Strowman or James Ellsworth. Come on now.
Any man with two hands got a fighting chance. Remember that.
Yeah, he had no chin.
All right. Let's get into the next pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view that we're going to get into is going to be for Sunday. Revolution.
Revolution is a mystery.
The Revolution. Oh, good God. 11 matches. All right.
Dang, that's a lot for a pay-per-view.
For Sunday?
We got work.
Audacity.
I mean, I'm off Monday, but still.
Man,
I ain't off Monday.
No, we didn't pick the same shit. We didn't pick the same shit, damn it. I picked something different. I picked different shit this time.
He ain't got no belt, so he better be picking something different.
Obviously, because the last time I picked the same shit as these motherfuckers, I didn't end up with a belt, but they did. I don't get it. But
3 out of 9 matches matter on that show.
Okay, see? 3 out of 9.
That's
3
enough.
out of 9.
That's enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's okay.
It's 9 matches on that show? Goddamn.
And the other one got 11, so it's 20 matches for the whole weekend. Now I'm about to be looking at the WrestleMania matches. Like, how many damn matches they got for this bullshit?
Listen,
yep.
Did y'all see wrestling on every day this week?
Did y'all see that they got Corbin versus Drew as a WrestleMania match? I just randomly saw that on Instagram.
Ew.
Why?
Like, remember when they would actually take the time to announce matches and like build it up? Like, we knew the match was gonna happen, but they were waiting until like SmackDown to say something.
Wait.
They said it on a random Thursday in the middle of the day. Oh yeah, it's Drew versus Baron Corbin at WrestleMania. Here you go.
Well, I mean, it's better than Chavo finding out he's not working at a place anymore by looking at their roster.
Yeah, I hope he wasn't looking for a paycheck that day.
He looked at the roster and saw his name wasn't there no more. That's that bullshit. Especially after the boss told you, "Yeah, go ahead, go work. Don't worry about that. Go do your movie thing. Your job is right here." No, the fuck
we need someone to cut TK. Yeah, cut Chavo's ass.
He ain't here any goddamn way. He don't know.
Ooh, Chavo! Chop.
Be careful with the chops. That means something different in some places.
Oh yeah, you are fired.
All right, so here we go. We got 2 pre-show matches, and then
no.
So it's 9. It's 9 matches, and then is it 11 and 2 or 9 and 2?
It's 9 and 2.
Okay.
Like Impact is 9 matches, but it's 1 and 8.
Okay.
Look, if they were going to do 13, we weren't going to pick those 2. Actually, we might not need to pick these 2, but
who is it? Depends on what they are.
Well, 1 maybe.
No, fuck it, all of them, Nick. I need to win a fucking belt back. All these motherfuckers. Come on.
Here we go.
Come on, Breathy.
That's Mr. O2 to you. All right. Hook.
Oh God.
Hook.
Oh, he's definitely beating QT Dad.
First of all, as soon as you said Hook, that was the winner.
Right.
Second, I said QT.
Ain't none of us picking QT ass.
I'll be damned.
Nobody picking ass Marshall.
Layla Hirsch versus Chris Statler.
Oh, the actual good match.
Ooh.
Now that's tricky.
That's a good fucking match. Ooh.
Give me Mighty Mouse.
Tito, you're supposed to back me up, man. Don't be laughing at his jokes.
It's Breevy McMichael.
Excuse me. You said Mighty Mouse?
Yeah, I'll take Mighty Mouse.
I'm gonna go with the former alien because she ain't been acting like no alien. She just whooping ass.
And she's kind of coming off
heel,
right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, you said alien. Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, give me Statlander.
Stat. I'll go Layla.
You're smart, Mambo. You're smart, kid.
See, we already not picking the same.
Right.
Yeah, that's about to change again.
Oh, damn.
Jade.
Anybody not going Jade?
Do I need to type this really? Can I just? All right, cool.
Yeah, Right. Watch Justin pick Tay.
He gonna not have no bill.
Right.
So AHFO versus Darby, Sammy, and Sting.
That's going to be Andrade.
Andrade, Isaiah, Cassidy, and Matt Hardy.
Oh, that's what the A. I was like, what the hell is the A? Almost in House of Hardy. Oh, Hardy Family Office. I'm going Darby, Sammy, and Sting because at this point I'm tired of Matt. Hurry up, March, whatever, and get here so Jeff can show his ass up. Y'all can start wrestling as the Hardy Boys. Like, y'all keep fucking promoting about it on social media. Get this shit show over with so y'all can be done and retire and come back to WWE and be put in the Hall of Fame and join the Dudleys.
Right.
Tell them why you're mad, son.
If you have you seen their pictures? Promoting themselves as the Hardy Boys, it's so cringy. It's like watching the Rock and Roll Express.
Good, no, Lord, no.
Hey, the Rock and Roll,
they're legends.
They still roll.
They're still legends, but it's
out of the retirement home to sign autographs.
I was scared when they wrestled the Young Bucks. I'm like, they gonna really kill them.
Look,
gonna really kill them.
I saw the match they had with FTR.
Yeah,
not bad. You know, it could have been a lot worse. I've seen
the next match.
I've seen them have worse matches with current people. You know what I mean? Jurassic Express versus.
Oh, this is the triple threat, right?
Dragon, yep, versus the Young Bucks.
Give me Jurassic Express.
Okay.
AEW is a company that has many goats, but there is only one goat that stands above the rest, and that goat is Lucha fucking Saurus. So Jurassic Express.
Because this is going to lead to the Tito is picking Jurassic Express as well. Because we all know this is going to lead to the Young Bucks versus O'Reilly and Fish.
And I need Jurassic Express because that's a badass team, and that was a real good story. They earned it. That was a real good story that they told. They are some fighting fucking champions. I'm so excited to see. Everybody goes crazy about Jungle Boy. No, it's Luchasaurus for me because he does stuff somebody his size should not be doing.
And that's why they are going to lose. Give me Redragon.
Yeah, he wants the undisputed originals.
Yeah, give me Redragon.
I'm gonna call. You know what UO stands for? Underarm odor. Now, that's a stupid ass name. Undisputed Originals. You had Era right there. Undisputed, like Jeremy said, Undisputed Elite. Something. Nope. Undisputed Originals.
Undisputed bullshit is what it is.
Yep.
What's the next one, Mongo?
Let's see.
Jeremy
Mox
said Bucks and Redragon gonna fuck each other over.
What?
Mox and Danielson.
Oh shit!
Dean Ambrose versus Daniel Bryan.
So Daniel lost his last. He's actually lost his last 2 feuds. If you think about it, because he didn't.
I think
he didn't
he's
lose
gonna
Omega.
lose this one.
He didn't lose Omega. He didn't beat Omega. Right. Then he did
didn't.
a tournament and won the tournament,
Raw.
and then he lost to Hangman.
Yeah.
So
He's gonna lose again.
both of his feuds he's lost. But Mox is back fresh out of rehab.
Yep. That's why he gonna lose. He got that. Mox has clean strength. He got that clean strength.
Give me Tree Hugger.
We gonna have clean strength versus vegan strength.
Now we're gonna have clean strength versus a musty underdog.
Right, because that charcoal shit is gonna been worn off by the time he get to the ring.
Man, you can't tell me Brian Danielson ain't taking an old sock and rubbing it under his arm, talking about he's clean good. You can't tell me he's not doing that, bro.
Oh my God.
That dude rubbing flowers and berries under his armpits.
Talking about this is lavender. It brings out your essential oils.
He's like, what you smelling is my body detoxifying. Like, bro, you stink.
What I smell is a fresh Philly cheesesteak sandwich coming from your armpits. That's what I smell, motherfucker.
I want to pause this wrestling just real quick. Just a quick side thing. Lindsey Graham just called for the assassination of Vladimir Putin.
Oh God, yep.
Who?
Yeah, we're gonna die.
I mean, what you call it? Call for the assassination of Putin? Oh, okay. Thank you.
So
ain't he in LA?
Lindsey Graham?
Yeah. Where he at right now?
I mean, he represents South Carolina, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
bye, Mongo. That state is gone.
I mean, that's kind of a bitch. On the bright side, I'm right next to Georgia, so I could just
yeah.
No,
too bad bombs don't work like that.
Yeah.
Damn it! I gotta go get Grandpa.
And I'm near an old nuclear site, so it ain't great.
Oh, Mongo about to be the fish from The Simpsons.
Yeah, this is. Dude said the only way this ends is for somebody in Russia to take this guy out. You will be doing your country and the world a great service. And someone.
No, okay. Side note: how about people on Twitter going crazy that WWE canceled the network for people in Russia? What did the poor folks who had nothing to do with the war got to do with this? They can't get to watch wrestling. Why can't they watch?
They already ain't got no money because they shut the banks down. They can't go nowhere because Apple Pay. If you got your card, well, if you got some money and you got your card linked to your phone, well, your shit ain't working because Apple Pay and Samsung Pay don't work. They got cut off too. You ain't got no wrestling. You ain't got no money. Hopefully you got some food. They over here like, dang, did they cut my bill off?
Tito took Mox.
Yeah, I'm going Mox too, Mongo.
Ew, Jericho. I hate this feud.
Jericho versus Kingston. Oh my God. This is a feud that should not be.
Uncle feud.
Oh my God. Why is there so many matches? But go back to Jericho versus Kingston. I'm going to go with Jericho. with the help of Santana and Ortiz.
I'm gonna go with Kingston. I really wish this drunk uncle feud would be over with. They're fighting for their nephew's affection.
That they don't even want.
Right, they looking like
From either one.
Yeah, I think this is the official end of the Inner Circle, so I'm going Eddie Kingston.
It looks like Tito was going Kingston as well.
See. We going different. We going different.
It's me. That's because I can't win with picking the same shit as y'all, obviously. Jericho's wallet. Kingston gets the W. So Margo was going with Kingston. Next one is the Face of Revolution match for the TNT title shot.
The Money in the Bank.
Basically, Lee Moriarty versus Isaiah Cassidy, Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow. Anyone not going Wardlow?
I'm gonna go Keith Lee.
Right, I'm going Keith Lee.
Oh, that's right. It's Keith Lee. I said Lee Moriarty. Sorry, Keith Lee. I'm going Wardlow. So.
Mongo's still here. He's just off screen. He pops up every now and then, like the NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Tito is going Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, not the other Lee.
I don't know why I said Lee Moriarty. God damn it. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'm the only motherfucker going different? All right. Once again, I can't be the same because obviously picking the same shit as y'all don't work. Next match is... All right, Mongo, you ain't got to explain, brother. You good.
Yeah, we already know, bro.
Oh, Mongo wins Starks.
Ooh.
God.
Next match is Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. I'm going Thunder Rosa.
I'm also going. We talked about it earlier. We all would love to see Thunder Rosa win. Jeremy's going Britt. I'm going Thunder. Kenny's going Thunder.
But I'm going Britt Baker because it's
Mike's going Dr. Britt Baker. Baby.
But I would not be mad if Thunder wins.
Next, we have the dog collar match.
Oh.
MJF versus CM Punk. Dog collar match. MJF versus CM Punk. I'm going to go with a shit. Shit.
Because after the events of yesterday, it's like,
shit. Does it end this weekend or go on to the next show? I think it ends finally this weekend with the dog collar match. I'm going to go MJF.
What's the next show after this? Double or Nothing?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, and that's what, May?
That should be Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
It should be MJF, but I'm going Punk.
Tito's going Punk as well.
I'm going CM Punk.
Right. So just
I didn't even think about Wardlow. I'm just like, it's CM Punk. MJF is they do MJF as like basically the main event Miz.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have the AEW Championship match. We have Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole, baby. I'm going Hangman.
I'm going Hangman. They ain't about to have Matty Page lose. It ain't right. Adam versus Adam. We ain't about to have this. We gonna get Hangman. We don't need Adam Cole. We don't need the undisputed armpit, underarm owner. We don't need them. We don't need them having all the belts again. Let's save that for 2023.
ROH. Save that for ROH. Save that for ROH. No, whoa. What the entire fuck?
He did. I had to hit full screen just to see that.
Listen, Mongo, I mean, thank you for the compliment, but we ain't got to tell the whole podcast world. I mean, I don't know how you know, but I don't call it's what I secretly call myself, yes. But it's not a secret since everybody knows I call myself that. But yeah. Listen here, Breathy McMichael. I need you to put the right fucking Mongo, now we all know we're talking you mean you and Justin with that one.
Yeah, put me down for Hangman.
That's right. Tito, who you got?
He's going Hangman also. Oh.
Now Tito trying to be funny said, "Give me Adam."
I was thinking
right. Now I ain't gonna give you Adam, motherfucker. Who the fuck you want?
Right.
You say that. All right, he said Cole.
They know Adam, motherfucker. You better pick somebody.
Page or Cole?
You got two choices, Pagey or Coley. All right, that's the only choice. Ain't no Adams.
He picked Mongo. He picked Adam West. He picked Adam West.
Put Adam West down. Put Adam West down. Oh, now Page. Oh, now it's Page.
Yeah, see what happens when I pick a dead person? It's Page.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making. We're making too much noise. I woke up my guinea pig and he's squeaking at me like, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh.
But Margot's back. So that's all the predictions. Before we go, I just want to briefly talk about the interview with Vince McMahon and Pat McAfee earlier. If you did not get a chance to see this was actually one of the greatest interviews I think I've ever seen. Vince McMahon, even though everybody thought it was going to be a work, Vince was actually a cool ass dude on this damn interview. Pat asked any fucking question he wanted, and Vince literally answered the shit. Also, he promised Pat a guaranteed match at WrestleMania 38. With that being said, who's not picking Austin Theory to be the opponent?
I wanted to be Austin Theory so bad, fantasy wrestling aside, but not really. But I feel like with everything that has been going on since Austin Theory went under Vince McMahon's wing, and he's been getting these opportunities to beat people. He beat Finn Balor. He was in the Elimination Chamber. He was the last person to get eliminated.
No, he was the last person to die.
Yeah, basically, he was the last person. He was the last person that died. He was the final victim. Like, it should be all leading up to him having a WrestleMania moment. Like, he debuted at WrestleMania. The COVID WrestleMania. WrestleMania.
We don't talk about that.
If I don't know a person that has watched that WrestleMania back, and if you have watched that WrestleMania back, God bless you, because I'm not watching that ever again.
I've watched the Funhouse match, like
that and the Boneyard match is about it. But that whole show,
Absolutely, I think the fuck not.
Nah.
You want to watch Edge versus Orton for 60 minutes?
No.
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
Nah.
So it should be Austin Theory. Both of them have WrestleMania moments. But it needs to be Austin Theory that gets the final, that has that moment to get the win.
I would like for it to be Austin Theory. I would like for it to be Austin Theory because, like you said, he put in the work. He put in the work to get shown, and the way Pat was beaming and pretty much beyond ass kissing Vince, which he has every right to do because Vince gave him a job. Right. He has every right to do that shit. You know, it was. I like the fact the funniest part to me was when he was talking about Michael Cole. Pat McAfee was like, Michael Cole's a great guy, if you think so. Michael Cole, horrible human fucking being.
Horrible. Yeah, horrible human being.
He said that so quick. Like, oh my goodness.
It caught me off guard. Excuse me. Was Pat asked about Saudi Arabia. Like he wasn't like, so what's the next big show? Then he was like, you know, you got a lot of backlash for the Saudi Arabia deal. Like he said that.
Right. And Vince
like,
answered him. Vince like, yeah, listen, I want to make money. That was Vince's answer. And as a businessman, you can't be mad at that answer.
You don't become a billionaire by accident.
All the things he said, he did not make himself out to be like a great person. Because he was talking about when he bought the company from his dad, he's like, if he knew what I was going to do with it, he wouldn't have sold it to me. All this other shit. I've never seen Vince so down to earth.
That's why it cracked me up when Kenny said, he was like, is he dying?
Right. Like, he got to be dying because Vince was like, this was him being. The part that I found most interesting about the interview was when he was talking about people having control over their character.
Mm-hmm.
He said, of course, I'm going to pitch you something that I like. But if you can come up with a better alternative, then I'm going to go with that. Which is because Pat brought that up because he thought, because the thing Pat said was, you know, everybody told me when you get over there, well, you know, Vince is going to change you, this and this and that, but you haven't changed me. You pretty much, he said, why would I change you? It's working. The crowd enjoys you. You're entertaining. Why would I change you? He said, people have this misconception. He's like, and he said, Pat brought up an instance where someone else said, they brought up an idea to Vince, and Vince was like, well, I don't think so, but I'm a 76-year-old man. I might not know what's cool anymore. So let's see if it works.
That was Aleister Black's theme song.
Yeah. Black, like, Vince was like, I don't get it, but I'm 76 years old, so what do I know? Which is pretty fucking cool for him to be realistic about it. Like, look, I'm old. I don't know if it's cool or not.
Well, and obviously that's not what he does all the time because Keith Lee happened.
Mm-hmm.
Karrion Kross happened. Those are two that should have just been like can't miss. Like all you had to do was let them be what they were in NXT. Problem solved. But I mean, a lot of stuff he's done has worked. So you look at his record.
It's worked for 38 years so far.
Right.
You look at his record and you're like, oh, I can bring up all the bad stuff. We talk about all the bad shit all the time because it's easy. You remember more bad than you do good. But that man has had to get more right than wrong to be where he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's worked for 38 years and is worked for at least $2 billion. It's worked.
And when Vince is done, it's going to continue to work.
There is something that people, especially people that are like me and Mike's age, need to learn, which is just because you don't like somebody don't mean they ain't good at what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you disagree with somebody doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. That is because, especially in wrestling, you see it a lot where like fans will love somebody or love something that they're doing, and then they find out something about them, or they went to a different company and now, they were never good. Nothing they did, like they flip.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody takes everything personally. Gotta be able to look at it and just, I don't agree with everything that guy's ever done. Vince, all this stuff he's ever done business wise, but also I'm not a billionaire.
And to further your point, Mongo, can't nobody say that there was not one time in WWE that they did not enjoy it. Whether it's if you enjoy today's product, cool. If you don't enjoy today's product, but you enjoyed the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era or back in the 80s, everybody who has ever watched WWE has one particular time, at least one, that they said, I love that shit.
Here's the thing.
And it's all Vince.
Here's the thing. If you're a longtime fan like I am, you have a particular time for each of those eras.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I have a particular time for each era that I can clearly remember where I've been like, yo, this shit is fucking awesome. I have one. And guess what? The man behind it has been Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
I put it to you this way. I remember more good times about WWE than I do about WCW. And I was watching WCW when it transitioned from NWA to WCW.
Mm-hmm.
That was a rough time.
I've been watching wrestling long enough.
Rough time.
I'll put it to you this way. For people that don't know how long I've been watching wrestling, I've been watching wrestling long enough to watch AWA transition to NWA transition to WCW.
Wasn't that when the Dungeon of Doom happened?
Legion of Doom happened. Legion of Doom actually happened in AWA. The Road Warriors actually happened. The Dungeon of Doom. The Dungeon of Doom with Kevin Sullivan, that happened towards the end of the NWA era, beginning of WCW era. That's when that
happened, like right around that change.
Yeah, it happened right around.
There's a point when that change happened where it was just not
garbage.
Not great.
It was cringy.
Yeah.
Everything about it was cringy.
You have Brutus Beefcake main event Starcade. Like it was
like like so I've been watching wrestling a long time and I can remember more highlight spots in my wrestling fan career from WWFE than I can from those particular promotions being combined.
Like what's so amazing about what Vince has accomplished is no matter how frustrating the product can be, and boy, it can be frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
You can go a couple weeks, hell, you can go maybe a month without watching it, but eventually you're going to come back and watch the product. And I'm not talking about those people who just watch for WrestleMania and SummerSlam and shit. I'm talking about like us. Those of us who have been invested since we were kids, who are diehard wrestling fans. No matter how frustrating it could be, we will always go back to the product because at some point we're going to see some shit and we're going to be like, damn, that's good.
Yep.
Damn, that's good. And that's the beauty of what Vince McMahon has done for 40 years. He always gets you back. It's always something that's like, damn, this is why I'm a wrestling fan. This is why I can never give up on WWE. So, and I'm gonna watch the interview after we get off here because I didn't watch it yet, but it doesn't, like all the stuff that I looked at you guys, what y'all were saying in the group chat. I'm like, that doesn't surprise me at all.
It was a good interview. Like,
it was.
I watched it. And I went into it like, come on, I want Austin Theory to pop up and attack. I'm waiting on bullshit to happen.
We were all waiting on the work.
And And they got all that stuff out the way real quick. And he's like, big announcement. Here's my big announcement. I'm inducting Undertaker into the Hall of Fame. All right, ask me some more questions. And when Pat thought he was done, and he said, "That's it." He's like, "You still want to go?" He's like, "Yeah, let's keep it going." He's like, you got your crew here. Let them ask me questions.
You want to go until the show is over.
Like, I really feel like it's like people love to hate Vince McMahon for a lot of stuff that he's done. Basically, most people hate Vince McMahon since WWF has went public. You had no problem with it when it was all that stuff that happened in the Attitude Era. They were still private. They were a privately owned company. You hate that it went PG. They had no choice. You're a publicly traded company.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a Stone Cold Steve Austin doing the things they're doing when you have shareholders to answer to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to happen. That's the only way. The only way you can make more money is if you want to make more money, you go public. Ever since then,
I was getting ready to point out to that, Mongo. Go ahead, Matt. I'll get to that comment.
No, you go.
No, I was going to get to this comment where you said it's hard to appreciate that stuff when you see releases during COVID and shit, though.
I understand that.
I hate to say this. I hate to say it this way, and I'm sorry, Mongo. I hate to say it this way. Everybody all over the world lost their job, not just professional wrestlers. Every business took a hit.
And some of them did get rehired.
The local Domino's that you ordered from during COVID to feed you, there were people there who took a hit because of it.
When you saw it publicly happen.
Yeah, like
right.
I got a favorite bar here in Cincinnati. Like it just finished renovating, and then all of a sudden, once COVID hit, it was gone. I'm like, damn. Like, so yeah, everybody unfortunately took blows during this pandemic.
Right. And as much as we like to blame Vince, like, oh, he fired people during COVID and shit like that, people have families and stuff like that. Every business all over the world due to this pandemic had layoffs. I worked at a hospital and there were layoffs there. Okay? Like every place had layoffs. And like Mongo said, unfortunately, these layoffs were made public because, like Matt said, they are a publicly traded company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the bad part about everything that happened with that, it's just the unfortunate luck of it. They have overhead that they have to take care of. And with the pandemic happening, remember, they didn't have a Saudi Arabia show. So they didn't get that money.
Yeah.
People like to bring up that they talk about budget cuts, but they had the biggest one of their biggest financial years. You got to think about this. During COVID, all those Raws and shit that we saw,
they were one location.
They put them shits on for free, basically, because usually you got to think about it. Those Raws and SmackDowns are paid for by the tickets that we buy. We weren't buying. You didn't have to buy a ticket to get to the Thunderdome. I was on the Thunderdome several fucking times, and you know my broke ass wasn't paying for a ticket to be at that shit several times.
And that was one of the they didn't like that COVID era, that Thunderdome era. They stopped traveling.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not making live event money. You're not making merch money.
Merch is the big thing because at any given event, the merch is going to wind up bringing in, if not as close, more than what the gate does.
Exactly. So they lose out on that, and it's like, yeah, I could buy it off of the website, but nothing compares to being able to go to the merchandise stand and you see the shirt of some wrestler that just impressed you enough that you want to buy their shirt now.
Yeah, I think
on the way out.
And
I was watching somebody talk about SummerSlam '92 when they were like in the UK,
mm-hmm.
and they're like, off of merch sales alone, they made around $200,000. That's
I think if that was 20 now. I think if that was 2022.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the cuts, I'm not saying I like the guy. What I'm saying is, I don't know the motherfucker. I don't know any of these people personally. So that's part of the reason why you can't take this shit. If you're just a fan or outside looking in, you cannot be taking it personally.
And thank you for bringing that up, Mongo, because I was just about to make that point. And we talk about it on here all the time. You have to be able to separate the real life human being from the character. And nobody fits that mold more than Vince McMahon.
He said it straight as soon as he walked. I'll tell you this, Mike. He said it straight right when he walked in because Pat called him Mr. McMahon. He said, "It's Vince." He said, "Don't call me Mr. McMahon. It's Vince."
He's like, "This is your show."
He likes to play. He likes to be the asshole. And he likes to take a lot of blame, essentially. I mean, yeah, we've talked about all the time on here how a lot of his decisions we don't like. We have nonstop. It happens pretty much every week. We have something we can complain about. But that is every business.
Yep.
Across the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do we wish it could be different? Yeah, man. I wish it could be different. I do.
I'm sure there's stuff he wishes he could do different.
But that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it just doesn't matter.
My thing is this: name any employee who got fired from the job that had something nice to say about the job they got fired from. Why do people think that? That's why you'd notice the difference in people whose contract has run out and people who got fired. People whose contract has run out, they kept their mouth shut. They said their little piece like, yeah, shit wasn't great over there, but overall, it was pretty cool. I had fun. It was an experience. And they left it alone.
Money.
I made money and I left it alone.
Look at Moxley. He's the perfect example of that.
Anybody who was quote unquote.
You're down for Moxley to bury the show.
Bash. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, it was pretty cool. You know, there was some parts that weren't cool. Sometimes it was shitty, but overall, I did my thing.
DB said the same thing. Like Brian Danielson was like, yeah, it was cool. I came over here. I wanted to do other stuff.
I'm pretty sure Cesaro was going to say the same thing, considering the fact Cesaro wanted to re-sign. He just felt they didn't give him enough money.
Even FTR, who had every gripe in the world they could have said. Then they said a lot of them. It was not like I fucking hate Vince. It's just they have very different opinions on, what wrestling is.
Because what these guys understood was
about money.
The money, and you will have more eyes on you on a weekly basis than you ever had on you. You're going to have more eyes on you. So
that's why Chris Hero, the Cassius Ohno, never had a bad word to say. He knew he fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people met their husbands or wives doing that stuff, got into a lot of other business opportunities because of it. There's good stuff that you don't really hear about because no one wants to talk about the good stuff because it doesn't make headlines.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we've talked about all the stuff that we disagree on him with regarding whatever moves he's made, but we don't know him. He could be an asshole. I don't really care. He is not.
Listen,
I can hate that stuff and not think he's the biggest piece of shit in the world, because you can believe both. You can believe that someone is a great businessman and someone's making some stupid decisions. You can believe that someone is a great athlete and a piece of shit. But you can do two at once. You don't have to do one or the other. That's my whole point.
My thing is this. Like you said, I don't know Vince. He hasn't done anything personally, and the only thing Vince has actually done is give me something enjoyable to watch on TV.
For multiple years.
For 4 decades. For 4 decades. He's given me something really good to watch on TV. Whether whether the show one week has been better than the other, I've been watching it. I don't have anything bad to say about him.
I can't overly criticize a man who's been a successful billionaire for 40 years. What the fuck can I say?
Right, especially when I got less than 5 G's in my bank account. I can't say shit.
Right. I mean, okay, yeah, I've been pissed off about how they've treated, and we all have been pissed off.
Jeremy is referring to the letting go of long time Spanish announcer Carlos Cabrera. He was with WWE since 1993, I believe. And
his table has been getting destroyed since 1993.
Since 93. Okay. And he recently was let go, but fear not, he already found a new job. He's with AAA already. Already found wasn't even out of job for 48 hours. AAA signed him within 48 hours. So Theo Carlos is good. Don't worry about it, Theo. All right. But like with Vince, like I said, I don't know anything personal about this man. He's never done anything personally to me except honestly give me enjoyable television for 40 years. So I can't say anything bad about him. Sometimes my thing is this: the same way I bitch about football but still watch it is the same thing with wrestling.
Yeah, that's what most of us do.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard 49er fan. I'm gonna bitch every time my team doesn't win. I'm gonna say the ref cheated us, the other team cheated us, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna blame everybody fucking else. I'm gonna blame the NFL, whatever the case may be. But guess what's gonna happen next week? I'm gonna tune into the NFL Network and watch my fucking 49ers again.
Yeah, because you're passionate about it. You're like how we're passionate about wrestling. Like with anything that you're passionate about, you're gonna love some things that they do. You're gonna hate some things that they do.
I just look at it as I've been watching wrestling basically since since WrestleMania 15. That's the first WrestleMania I ever saw. So I've been watching it all this time. There is going to come a point in time where there is no Vince McMahon. Because looking back at that stuff, I'm like, dang, Vince was in his 50s then. And he was built. And now you look at Vince and you're like, dang, he ain't got small. He's still built up, but he's small. He looks older.
Diesel ass 76-year-old.
Right. It's like, yo, he really aged. It's like he's 76 now. There's going to come a point in time where there is no Vince McMahon. And he knows there is going to be a point in time he is not around. And people all blame Vince for this. You know how he sees that type of stuff. And every time somebody, blame Vince. The dude, he's like one of the most unknown people, in my opinion. We swear we know everything we know all the type of wrestlers he like. We know all the stuff he likes to do. No, we don't. We're only going off of what is told to us by Dave Meltzer and all these other folks. Because I know Kenny saw that too. But there is going to come a point in time where we don't have Vince. And Vince is knowing that. Vince is already getting a documentary set up. That's
Republic of China. Wait, Rock. That's my nickname. Hold on. What the hell is going on? I don't know nobody in China. You see what I'm saying too, right?
What just happened?
Yeah.
Man, saw my face when it popped up. Like, cause I'm looking at it, I'm like,
oh yeah, we gonna have to wrap this up.
And on that note, folks.
On that note, Vince humanized himself. We love Vince, It's gonna be a day when we don't have him, so appreciate him while we here. Let's give him his flowers.
Folks, don't forget we're gonna you can always catch us here weekly or twitch.tv/under the ring pod. We're usually on Wednesday or Thursday. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/under the ring. Don't forget to follow us on our personal social media sites so that way you can see what we're doing, what we got. You got mine, Rock Ribs 44. I'm at Twitter. You got Mr. Fresh Beard. You know, that's Mr. Mike Jones. We got the right answer. That's my boy Matty Miz. We got Greg Bush SK, and we got my man Tito, who's gonna teach me how to say his. I can't pronounce your Twitter handle, brother, and I be fucking it up trying. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna teach me to pronounce that shit next time I see you. All right. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, follow us anywhere you can. Mongo put the right time frame, 8:15-ish to 9-ish. Like,
if China ain't killed us,
right.
And we'll be live either on Wednesday or Thursday.
And like my man Jeremy said, Folgers UTR Podcast is brought to you by Folgers Cup. That's part of waking up. Listen, we'll take all the fucking sponsors we can get. Okay,
I know that's right.
We'll take all. Listen,
right.
Degree
over here.
Listen, we're gonna do Degree. Listen, thanks to us, wrestling fans now know not to be musty. So you about to get a bunch of goddamn
right. Wear your Degree. They even got the ones. You think it's gonna mess up your shirt? You think it's gonna mess up your shirt? They got the one that can go on black and white shirts. It won't even stain your pits because I love that one. That's my favorite brand.
But thank y'all for joining us. See y'all same time. No, not the same time. Around the same time next week. Talk to y'all later, folks.